Hello everyone, Ron here from Ron's World. As many of you know, I just completed a road trip, and in this video I want to share with you the 4 apps that I used on this road trip that I found to be invaluable. The first one is the Waze app, and many of you know about this app. It is an app that provides satellite navigation. It even tells you what is happening on the road, alerts you about traffic conditions, construction crashes, police, obstacles on the road, a speedometer to let you know if you are doing the speed limit or exceeding the speed limit. It is a great app, and the best part about it is free. So I'm not going to go into this app because it is a very popular app that most of you are aware of, but just know this, that it runs on the Apple devices and Android devices, and it is free. The second app that I used on this road trip is called iEXIT. Now, if I'm driving on or near any interstate or road and I want to find the nearest hotels, gas stations, and restaurants, I use this app. iEXIT actually finds you automatically. My phone GPS will tell me how to get there. Now, let me tell you a very short story. When I was driving through Wyoming, I was going through a long stretch of road, and I'm taking a look at my gas gauge. And while it wasn't getting low, I was about just over a quarter of a tank. And my reasoning is that there's got to be a gas station somewhere along the way here. But as far as I could see, all I saw was one line of road just going into the mountains. And I was getting a little bit concerned. So what I did was I launched iEXIT, and it told me that in about 10 miles up the road, there were gas stations. Let me show what I'm talking about. Now, right now I have iEXIT launched, and right now it knows that I am near I-95. I live about 1.2 miles away from I-95. Now, if I click on the gas station icon here, it will tell me that the nearest gas station is 0.7 miles away, and it also tells me the price of unleaded fuel as of October the 11th, that's today, and it's at $3.35. The next one is about 0.5 miles away at a Wawa, and it's at $3.35 as well. So I like this this option because it allows me to find the cheapest gas. Now, let's say if I'm looking for a hotel. Well, I'll click on this hotel icon here, and it will tell me the nearest hotel. Here, there's a Four Seasons. It even gives me the star rating or ranking of that particular hotel, and whether or not it has breakfast, lunch, or whatever, when it's open, when it's check-in time, when it's check-out time. And so it's a great app. It just gives me a measure of confidence when I'm out there driving and I'm tired and maybe I want to check into a hotel. This app really comes in handy. Same thing with restaurants. If I want to know the nearest restaurant or a particular restaurant, I can find them. For example, here, there's a McDonald's about 0.2 miles away from me, and I know that because I can almost see it from my place. There's a Burger King about 2 miles away. There's a Polito Chicken 2 miles away, and it's whatever you like. There's a Taco Bell about 0.2 miles away, and so forth. Now, with iEXIT, something I forgot to mention, and this applies to whether it's a gas station, food, or hotels. This app tells you how to get there. Let's say if I wanted to go to this particular Wawa, I will click on that and scroll down a bit, and under directions, let's click on that link, and the choice is yours. You can invoke the Apple Maps app if it's installed on your phone, and if you have an Apple device, you probably do. Google Maps, you can have it invoke the Google Maps app or the Google Maps website, and it will tell you how to get there. So it is a great app. Okay, so that is iEXIT. The next app that I used on my road trip is called Road Trippers. I love this app. Now, Road Trippers allowed me to build my road trip route. Then once I have that route built, it then invokes the Waze app, which provides me with turn-by-turn navigation. And let me show you how it works. Now, I have road trips pulled up, but I'm going to come down here to the bottom under Profile. And as you can see here, I have 1, 2, 3 road trips routed. Now, the first one that I built up was the main one, the cross-country road trip, which took me from Virginia out to the West Coast through various states and then back here again. But you can also build mini road trips, and I built one for the Yellowstone National Park, where I was able to find particular landmarks and places within the park that I want to visit. They pulled up, and so I created waypoints for that, and also for the Snake River Overlook trip as well. Okay, when you launch the app, you're not going to see anything in here other than the default road trip that comes with the app. To start your new trip, just go to at the bottom here where it says nearby, click on that. Then click the green Start New Trip button. Then set your location first. I'm going to just set my location. I'll just put in the town that I live in. And then where you're going, where do you want to go? Let's say I want to go to, say, Maine, USA. Let's keep it simple. Then at the bottom, click Start Trip. And then you will get this. What I see right here, that's where I'm located at. And this is the route that I will be taking. Okay, up to where you see that flag icon. In between these 2 points, I can set waypoints, that is places that I want to stop. Now to do that, you could go to Profile, and you'll see that right there, main trip. Let's go ahead and click on that. Then down here where you see the plus symbol, of course you'll have to do your own research to know where you want to stop. But once you find out where you want to stop along the way and set waypoints, just click on that plus symbol and you can add a place. Now, I don't know what's in between here and Maine. Let's say New York. Okay, and I'll click on that. And Road Trippers automatically places it in here. Say number 1. So from here in Fredericksburg, the next stop will be New York, which is 428 miles from here. It'll take 7 hours and 24 minutes to get there. And then from New York to Maine shows that to be 545 miles. Okay, so now let's say if that's all I want to do, then I'll click Load Trip on Map, and there it is. You see, from here in Fredericksburg, I'll take this route. That's my first stop. Then from there, continue on up to some location in Maine. So that's how you do it. Now let me take you to the one that I actually use. So I'm gonna go to Profile. This is the one that I just created, and this is the one that I actually routed for this road trip that I just got off of. So let's click on that, and this shows all the waypoints. My first stop here was at Falling Springs Waterfall in Covington, Virginia. Number 2 was at Humpback Covered Bridge. And as you can see, all these waypoints are in here. I went to the zoo in Indianapolis. That was my number 6 stop. Let's say, for example, Scotts Bluff National Monument was the 11th stop. Devil's Tower was 12. So this is how you do it. Now, if I click on Map, or rather click on Load Trip on Map, click Open Trip, yes. This shows the complete route on the map. I'm beginning here, going here, and 3 is right behind that 2. You can't see it unless I increase the screen there. But let me bring it back down to get everything in there. Okay, so, and let's move this over slightly. All right, so I went from here 4, 5, 6 is right there behind that 7, 7, 8. Actually, what is missing here is there's one right here where I did skirt up to Wisconsin home. So just to show you, let me add that. And that way, this demonstrates how road trippers will place that in there in the right spot. So I'm going to go back to profile here. And I'm going to click on this again and click on the plus symbol. And I'm going to add Racine, Wisconsin. And there it is. Let's click on that. Road trippers will add it in there. Now if I go back to the map, load trip on map, see, there it is. So after I left Wisconsin, then I went here, which is the Strategic Air Command Museum. Then I went this way, here, 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 all the way down through here, California, Arizona, and back this way. So Road Trippers is a very nice app. Now, Road Trippers is not free. It's going to cost you $29 a year, but it's worth it. Now, there is a free version, but the free version only allows you to create maybe, I believe it's 5 waypoints. But $29 a year, and it is worth it, and it runs on Apple and Android devices. One of the nice features about Road Trippers is that it invokes my Waze app. So let's say, for example, if I'm, say here in Wisconsin, and I want to get to my next stop here at number 9, which is right there. So I'm going to click on that, and that's going to be the Strategic Air and Space Museum. How do I get there? Well, I click on this right down here, and right here it says navigate. You see, it automatically invokes my Waze app. Then I click go, and you know what happens after that. Waze will get you there. All right, and this has proven to be invaluable. So I love Road Trippers. Now I'm gonna go back. If I click on details here, it automatically redirects to the actual Strategic Air and Space Museum information site, and I can read about that particular facility, what time it opens, if there's a fee, how much is parking free, is parking paid, are pets allowed, do they have Wi-Fi, is it wheelchair accessible, are there restrooms, and it's just all types of information in here. You can read reviews about that particular facility, photographs, nearby trips, nearby hotels. All this is within the Road Trippers app. Okay, let's close that out. So I highly recommend Road Trippers. Now, the last app that I used on this road trip is the Loves app. Now, Loves, this allowed me to find love travel stops along the way. If you click on the stores icon here, it'll take you to the screen here, and you'll get a mapping of all the Loves in the country. And from what I can tell, there aren't any Loves anywhere else other than in the United States and parts of Canada. So if we were to expand this out, you can see that there are Loves seated everywhere. Here, let's say if I was going in this direction, say towards Winston-Salem, and I can see that there's Loves here. So if I click on this one right here, for example, okay, it's going to tell me that Loves travel stop, $3.99. It's about 271 miles away from me. If I go down further, I can see that it's off I-77, exit 1. I see the price of fuel, the restaurant there. Whoops, let's go down further. There we go. There's a Subway and there's McDonald's. And if I click on directions and click on Waze, it would automatically invoke the Waze app and you know the rest of the story. Waze will get me there. It's just that simple. And on this road trip, I stayed primarily at Love's. At Love's travel stops, I can fuel up, I can overnight rest, I can take a shower, which is between $14 and $15. I can eat there. There's high speed internet, and there's shopping. Now, with regards to the high speed internet, all Love's travel stops have a standard Wi-Fi connection, which is free if you're visiting there. However, it's not very fast. Now, if you're a person who's vlogging your adventures, I highly recommend that you get the premium Love's Wi-Fi plan. And they have 3 of them. They have one that's for 4 hours, which is $3.99. They have a 24-hour plan, which is $5.99. And the one that I got was a 31-day Wi-Fi premium Wi-Fi plan, which cost $19.99. It was well worth it. And the way I'd worked it was, depending on the strength of the Wi-Fi signal, because at all Loves they're not equal in that way, I would have to park in a location where I was close to wherever the Wi-Fi transmitter was, and you can't see them. But if I park, say, directly in front of a Love's, then I would get a pretty good signal. Or you can actually go inside of Love's, and there are restaurants in Love's, say, for example, a Caesar's Pizza, a Subway sandwich shop, and you can sit in there and do your work there. No one's gonna tell you get out, and this is 24/7. And I've done that a whole lot, editing videos and getting them uploaded to YouTube. So that premium Wi-Fi plan is very good. And what I like about Love's is that it allowed me to find almost any Love travel stops in the country. For example, I'm here in Virginia, and I'm looking at this one here. This is a Love's travel stop number 435. This is the closest one near me. It's about 24.8 miles away. This tells you that it's just off of I-95, exit 104, and it is in Rutherford Glen, Virginia. That's just south of me. So if I were to scroll down, I can see what the fuel prices are at that particular Love's, and I can also see what restaurants are available at that particular Love's. And I can see these same restaurants at all Love's, but at this particular Love's, there's a Subway, a Dairy Queen, and a God's Father's Pizza. Down here, it will tell you that they have 7 showers. As I'm speaking, there are 2 showers that are available. And if you keep on going down here, let's say if you weren't ready to stop at this Love's and you want to go even further, you could see what's yet further down the road. Now, if you come up to here where it says store details, route me here. If you click on store details, it will tell you what it showed you, that it has a Subway, a Dairy Queen, and the Godfather's Pizza, that it's open 24/7. You can call them, but this is what I use right here, the directions. Oh, I should also mention too that it shows the price of unleaded fuel at this particular Love's, $3.35. The mid-grade is $3.75. Premium is $4.05. And if you click on directions, it invoked the Waze app. And when I click go now,
we're all set. Drive safely. Turn left.
To that particular Love's. Okay. Now, before I leave you, let me show you the Love's Wi-Fi plans. I forgot to mention also at Love's, you can also do your laundry. That was $2 to wash and about $1 to dry. So Love's has these Wi-Fi rate plans. You scroll down, look over here to the bottom right. You can see here 4 hours, $3.99, 24 hours, $5.99, and 31 days. That's the premium plan that I purchased. $19.99. You should also know that when you visit any Loves, there's nothing special that you have to do other than launch your Wi-Fi connection, and all you guys should know how to do that. And you'll see the same thing pop up. It'll say Loves Customer Premium or something like that. You click on that, and the first time you do it, you will have to enter a password. You will get a password. But in my experience, any other Loves that I visited after that, I didn't have to do that. It is pulled right up. Okay? So these are the 4 apps that I used on my road trip: Waze, iEXIT, Road Trippers, and the Loves app. So I hope you guys found this useful. This is Ron from Ron's World. You guys take care.